In today's video, I want to show you how to create a secure AWS account. I will show you the steps that you need to follow in order to have it secure. We won't be creating one account, we will be creating two. So how AWS works is that you will have your root account, that is the one that you will create with your credit card and all that stuff. And that will be like the master of the universe account that will have access to all the services. So what you want to do is you have a very secure root account. We'll be creating a user with admin rights in that account, and then we will be using that account for everything else. So let's go to the code. So the first thing we want to do when creating an account is to go to the AWS page. You can explore there all the different products they have, and also you can go to the pricing tab, and there you can see all the information that you will get when you register an AWS account. You have the free tier, and some services are free for 12 months, services are always free, so you can go and check them out. After you have checked that, then you can go and press the button create an AWS account, and we can get started. Let's follow the steps to create a new AWS account. You just put your email. I will block everything with a gray thingy so you don't see all my information, and then you put I'm a new user, and then you can just sign in. You type your name, your email address again, and then you put a very secure password. This is the root account, as I mentioned before, so we want to have a very secure password. Even though we are going to use two-factor authentication, we want to have a secure password here. Then you need to fill your contact information. You can pick if you're a company or you're a person, and I will be picking a person, and I will be filling this up with my contact information. Then you put the security check. Sometimes that security check is tricky, but just try to fill it up, and you continue. Then you put your credit card information, and you can continue as well. The identity verification step is the tricky step, because here you will need to provide your telephone number, and that sometimes doesn't work. If you're in the US, I heard it works very well, but if you're outside the US, there is some problem. The bot might call you and the PIN might not work, or the bot might never call you, and then you're waiting there for a while. But if this doesn't work, then you will get a message that says that you need to contact them. And there, if you click that contact box, then it will open a page where you can check if you want to chat with someone. And they usually have 24/7 chat. You can start chatting with a human, and that human will ask you for your phone number, and they will call you. And when they call you, they will ask you for some information to verify that you are you, and then they will do all this process automatically. So if you cannot get the bot to call you, don't worry, there is always a human that can call you. If you manage to get the call from the bot, you need to input this PIN number, or the PIN number will change. After that succeed, then you will be moving to the support plan page, and we will pick the basic, that is the free support, no help whatsoever. Basically just the forums and other billing questions and things like that. But then we pick that one and we continue. After that, we just can launch the management console. We have done all the steps. We have our root account, and we can get started to securing it. The first thing we are going to do is to go to IAM, and IAM is the Identity and Access Managed Service from AWS, and there they will show us that we have 5 steps to complete to make our AWS account secure. The first step is done for us already, that is delete your root access keys, meaning that you cannot access programmatically this account. The next step is to activate the two-factor authentication in your root account. For that, you will need to have installed some application in your phone, either Google Authenticator or others, to get you one-time passwords. Here, if you click a virtual MFA device, if you have a phone, then you click next, and in this step it will show you in the here, that is blue and a little bit linky. If you click there, it will show you what other applications are AWS MFA compatible, like Google Authenticator, but there are others, so just go there and check if you have not installed any, or if you have one and you want to make sure that it works. After you have installed the application, then you can click next, and here just go to your application, scan this barcode, and put your 2 consecutive authentication codes. You might need to wait 60 seconds for the codes to refresh. At least that's what happens in Google Authenticator. And now every time you want to log into your root account, you will need to put your password and your one-time password from your phone application. One thing you can do also from here is to change the URL where users used to sign in. You will have a specific URL that is the account number plus some stuff, but if you can change it to something more user-friendly, I will put learning serverless, but you can use anything you want. So after you have done that, then you can go and create your first user. I will have an admin user, but I won't assign any permissions to it. I will just make it flat. So you have student 1 and you want to give them programmatic access to it, that is the SDKs or APIs access, and then you want to give management console access, that is username and password. So when the user logs in for the first time, it will need to change the password. And I will add users to a group later. So now we just click next. We have a user without any permissions. This page is very important. Here it will show us the secret key and the password for this user and the access key for this user. So there is this CSV file that you can download. You should save securely because you will need it whenever you are logging for the first time to the admin console that will ask you for this password, or whenever you are configuring the programmatic access for this user, for example, when we are setting up serverless framework. These keys won't be displayed again, so you will need to regenerate them. So it's good that you keep them safe in some place that you can access them whenever you need. After you close this page, you don't have access more to download this file. Download it, keep it safe, and then you can continue. The next step we want to do is to go back to the dashboard and create a group. These groups, we are managing the permissions in a group-based permissions, so the groups will have the permissions and users will get assigned to those groups. So then it's easier to just remove the user from the group and the user will have no permissions whatsoever. This makes the whole administration more secure. It's a good practice that you have the permissions in the group level. So I will just manage groups and create a new group, and I will put the name admins, and I will be giving the policy of administrator. And then I can create the group. You can make as many groups as you want, as fine-grained as you want. And then there you can add users to that group. We only have one user, that is the student 1, and it's added there. And the last step is to apply a policy, a password policy, whenever the user will sign into the console. That I like to make it a little bit complicated, so the passwords are not just admin, they can be something more. And I apply that password policy. We copy the URL from this that we change, the signing URL, and then we will log out from this account and we will not come back ever. There is no need to come back, maybe for some billing stuff, but besides that there is no need to come back. We can paste in our browser that URL, that signing URL, and give enter, and we will log in with our user student 1 that we just created. We put the password that was in the CSV file and we log in, and then the first thing it will ask is that we want to change that password. We should put a secure password again because this is an admin user, it has access to everything. Now we go back to the IAM and we will give a two-factor authentication to this user as it's an admin user and we don't want nobody to steal our passwords and be able to start abusing from our services. Even now, if somebody steals this account, it's not that big issue because we are still in control of our root account, so we can go there and we can basically remove this user from the group, or we can even delete this user. So we are doing exactly the same steps that we did before. We are assigning an MFA, a virtual MFA device to this account, and we are configuring it with, in my case, Google Authenticator. And just put the two authentication codes, scan the barcode, and ta-da, now it's associated. And now this account, whenever I want to log in, I need to have the console login link, the username, the password, and the two-factor authentication. Now you have a very secure AWS account for all your projects. This was the video for today. I hope you like it. If you did, give a big thumbs up, and I hope you find it easy now, even if you have an AWS account, to know how to secure your account and to make it less vulnerable for others to steal your credentials and to get into control of your credit card.